Good day students and welcome back. We continue with our chapter arithmetic progression. In this video we shall study the applications of arithmetic progression. That is, we will study how we can apply the formulae which we have studied for an AP to the examples we come across in our daily lives. The first one. On 1st January 2016, Sanika decides to save rupees 10, rupees 11 on the second day, rupees 12 on the third day. If she decides to save like this, then on 31st December 2016, what would be her total savings? Okay, so on first day, Sanika saves rupees 10. On second day, she saves rupees 11. On the third day, she saves rupees 12, and so on. This way she continues till 31st December. Okay, so therefore 10, 11, 12 and so on, it is a sequence. The difference between any two consecutive terms here is 1, that is D is equal to 1. So it is an AP. Okay, so 10, 11, 12 and so on, it is an arithmetic progression where A, that is the first term, is 10 and the common difference D is equal to 1. Okay, now the year 2016 was a leap year. So the total number of days in a leap year is 366. So our n is equal to 366. So we have to find the total savings in 366 days. That is, we have to find S366. Now we have the formula for Sn. Sn is equal to n upon 2 in the bracket 2a plus n minus 1 into d, where our n is 366. A, the first term, is 10 and D, the common difference, is 1. So S366 will be 366 divided by 2 in the bracket 2 into 10 plus 366 minus 1 into 1. So 366 divided by 2 is 183. 2 tens are 20. 366 minus 1 will give us 365. Multiplied by 1 is 365. So we have 183 multiplied by 385. That is 70,455. Okay, so Sanika saved rupees 70,455 up to 31st December. Second one. A man borrows rupees 8,000 and agrees to repay with a total interest of rupees 1,360 in 12 monthly installments, each installment being less than the preceding one by rupees 40. Find the amount of the first and last installments. Okay, so a man borrows 8,000 rupees and agrees to pay interest of 1,360. So the total amount paid by the man will be rupees 8,000 plus rupees 1,360, that is rupees 9,360. Okay, now he agrees to pay in 12 monthly installments. That means n is equal to 12. He pays the total amount with interest 9,360 in 12 installments. That means S12 is 9,360. Now each installment is rupees 40 less than the preceding one. That means each installment is rupees 40 less than the previous one. So D will be minus 40. Okay, because it is less than the previous one by 40. So D is minus 40. So this is an arithmetic progression. Okay, so we have D is minus 40. Okay, and we have Sn. Okay, which is S12, which is given as 9,360. Okay, so we have Sn is equal to n upon 2 in the bracket 2a plus n minus 1 into D. Okay, so S12 is equal to 9,360. So 9,360 is equal to 12 upon 2 in the bracket 2a plus 12 minus 1 into minus 40. Okay, we don't know what is this first installment, so we take that as A only. Okay, so 9,360 is equal to 6 into 2a plus 12 minus 1 will give us 11 into minus 40. Okay, so 9,360 will be 6. Okay, 12 upon 2 is 6 in the bracket 2a minus 440. So on solving, we get the value of a as 1000. Okay, so the last installment also we have to find. So the last installment is given by Tn. So Tn is equal to a plus n minus 1 into d. Now we know the value of a. Okay, so T12 will be 1000 because A is equal to 1000 plus 12 minus 1 into minus 40. That is 1000 plus 11 into minus 40. So 11 into minus 40 will give us minus 440. So on solving we get Tn is equal to 560. Okay, so the first installment is rupees 1000 and the last installment is rupees 560. Third one, Sachin invested rupees 5000 for the first year, rupees 7000 for the second year, rupees 9000 in the third year in National Savings Certificate Scheme. How much amount did he invest in 12 years? Okay, so the amount invested by Sachin is rupees 5000, rupees 7000, rupees 9000. So this is a sequence. Okay, 5000, 7000, 9000 is a sequence, and the difference between any two consecutive terms is 2000. So D is 2000. Okay, so this D is constant, so it is an arithmetic progression. So the first term A will be 5000, D is 2000, and he invested for 12 years, so N is equal to 12. Now we have to find the total amount he invested. That means we have to find S12. So we have the formula Sn is equal to n upon 2 in the bracket 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So S12 will be 12 upon 2 in the bracket 2 into a is 5000 plus n is 12. So 12 minus 1 into d is 2000. So here we substitute the values and we solve. So 12 upon 2 will be 6. 2 into 5000 will give us 10,000. 12 minus 1 is 11 into 2000. Okay, that is 6 in the bracket 10,000 plus 11 into 2000 will give us 22,000. So on solving we get S12 is 1,92,000. Okay, so Sachin invested rupees 1,92,000 in 12 years. Fourth one, there is an auditorium with 27 rows of seats. There are 20 seats in the first row, 22 seats in the second row, 24 seats in the third row, and so on. Find the number of seats in the 15th row and also find the total number of seats in the auditorium. Okay, so we have to find the number of seats in 15th row. That means we have to find T15. And also we have to find the total number of seats in auditorium. So total number means the sum. So there are 27 rows. So we have to find S27 also. Okay, so we have to find T15 and S27. Okay, so in the auditorium, in the first row there are 20 seats, in the second row there are 22 seats, in the third row there are 24 seats, and so on. Okay, so 20, 22, 24, this is a sequence, and the difference between the consecutive rows is 2. So D is equal to 2, so it is an AP. Okay, first term A is 20 and D is, the difference is 2. Okay, now we have to find T15. We have the formula Tn is equal to A plus n minus 1 into D. A is 20 and D is 2. N is 15. So we have T15 is equal to 20 plus 15 minus 1 into 2. So on solving we have 20 plus 14 into 2. That is 20 plus 28, which is equal to 48. Okay, so there are 48 seats in the 15th row. Now we also have to find the total number of seats in 27 rows. That means S27. So we have the formula Sn is equal to n upon 2 in the bracket 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So S27 is equal to n is 27, a is 20 and d is 2. So we substitute the values. S27 will be 27 upon 2 in the bracket 2 into 20 plus 27 minus 1 into 2. Okay, so that is 27 upon 2 in the bracket 2 into 20 will give us 40. 27 minus 1 is 26 into 2. So 26 into 2 is 52. So on solving we have 27 upon 2 into 92, which is equal to 1242. So there are total 1242 seats in the auditorium. Okay, so there are 48 seats in the 15th row and there are 1242 seats in the auditorium. Fifth one, Kargil's temperature was recorded in a week from Monday to Saturday. All the readings were in an AP. The sum of temperatures of Monday and Saturday was 5 degrees Celsius more than the sum of temperatures on Tuesday and Saturday. If the temperature on Wednesday was minus 30 degrees Celsius, then find the temperature on the other 5 days. Okay, now it is already given that the readings are in an AP. Okay, we don't know what are the temperatures, so we assume the temperatures from Monday to Saturday, say from A minus 3D, A minus 2D, A minus D, A plus D and A plus 2D respectively. That means on Monday the temperature was A minus 3D, on Tuesday A minus 2D, on Wednesday A minus D, on Thursday A, on Friday A plus D and on Saturday A plus 2D. Okay. Now it is given that on Wednesday the temperature is minus 30 degrees Celsius. So on Wednesday the temperature was assumed as A minus D. So A minus D is minus 30. Okay, so this is given to us. Now the second condition given to us is the sum of temperatures of Monday and Saturday was 5 degrees Celsius more than the sum of temperatures of Tuesday and Saturday. So sum of temperatures on Monday and Saturday. So Monday the temperature was A minus 3D and on Saturday A plus 2D. So when we add this A minus 3D plus A plus 2D, that is equal to 5 more. So we have to add 5 here on the right hand side plus 5 and the sum of the temperatures of Tuesday and Saturday. That is A minus 2D plus A plus 2D. Here there is a printing mistake. It has to be A plus 2D because on Saturday the temperature was A plus 2D. Okay. So therefore A minus 3D is equal to A minus 2D plus 5. Okay, so on solving we get the value of D as minus 5. Now substituting this value of D in equation 1, we have A minus D is minus 30. So A minus of minus 5 is equal to minus 30. So A is equal to minus 35. Okay, now we substitute these values of A and D, okay, in all the temperatures. So on Monday the temperature was A minus 3D. Okay, that is A is minus 35 minus 3 into D is minus 5. So on adding we have minus 20. A minus 2D will be minus 35 minus 2 into minus 5, that is minus 25. A minus D is equal to minus 30. This is given to us. A is minus 35. A plus D will be minus 35 plus minus 5, that is minus 40. And A plus 2D will be minus 35 plus 2 into minus 5, which is equal to minus 45. Okay, so the temperature of Kargil for the week are minus 20 degrees Celsius, minus 25 degrees Celsius, minus 30 degrees Celsius, minus 35 degrees Celsius, minus 40 degrees Celsius and minus 45 degrees Celsius respectively from Monday to Saturday. Sixth one, on the World Environment Day, tree plantation program was arranged on a land which is triangular in shape. Trees are planted such that in the first row there is one tree, in the second row there are two trees, in the third row 3 trees and so on. Find the total number of trees in 25 rows. Okay, so the trees are planted in rows. The land is triangular. So in the first row 1 tree is planted. In the second row 2 will be planted because in every row the trees are increased by 1. In the third row 3 will be planted and so on. Okay, so now the number of trees increase by 1 in each consecutive rows. So D will be equal to 1. In the first row 1 tree was planted, so A is equal to 1. So this is an arithmetic progression. So this way there are 25 rows, so N will be 25. So we have to find the total number of trees in 25 rows. Okay, that means we have to find S 25. So we have the formula Sn is equal to n upon 2 in the bracket 2a plus n minus 1 into d. So Sn, that n is 25, a is 1 and d is also 1. So substituting the values, we have S25 is 25 upon 2 in the bracket 2 into 1 plus 25 minus 1 into 1. That is 25 upon 2 in the bracket 2 ones are 2. 25 minus 1 will be 24. So 24 into 1 will be 24. So on solving, we have 25 upon 2 into 26. So 2 and 26 can be reduced. That is, we get 25 into 13. That is equal to 325. So the total number of trees in 25 rows are 325. Okay. So here we come to the end of the chapter arithmetic progression. Okay, students, you will write all the practice sets in your class workbook. Okay, study the formulae properly and try to solve the sums on your own. Okay, thank you.